Alrighty, so we got ourselves a fun, oh-so-wonderful-tastic Guild War. The only reason why this one is oh-so-funtastic and orgasmalicious is because we're not fighting Molly at any point into this. So, these all should be free fucking wins. Well, you would say that, and you would think that, but even going into the Conqueror, Lilias, Urban Shadow Choux, Navy Captain Landy, utilizing a Moon Bunny to say fuck you to Conqueror Lilias, and then also a Martial Artist Ken to say fuck you to the Navy Captain Landy, something can happen. And that something is this right here, because the Conqueror Lilias was on Snow Globe, the Navy Captain Landy now suddenly has a defense buff on her. Oh shit, looky there. Absolute resistance, aka 15%, aka the stupidest fucking mechanic to ever exist in any fucking game ever. Almost right there, right next to Super Smash Bros. Brawl tripping. Who in their right fucking mind thought this was a good idea? But hey, whatever. We should still be able to, like, you know, eke out a win. We haven't even gotten the chance to use S3 on Martial Artist Ken yet. Surely to Christ, we can actually still do enough damage to deal with this situation. And no. So we still don't kill the Navy Captain Landy. We end up taking a counterattack and then also taking another hit right there. Oh, yay, hooray, we're having so much goddamn fun. And because of this, we've essentially lost because we just took too much punishment and the game fucking hates me. Thanks, God. I love you too. So, right here, I'm just like, well, fuck it. I guess I'll just quit. No DPS to really go in. Can't fucking beat Urban Shadow Choux now. So, on that note, let's go in with an Auxiliary Lots, Arunka, and then a Rule of Light into the Mono Light team of Unbound Knight Arowell, Savior Adin, and Spirit Eye Celine. Now, because we happen to get first turn, because our gear is just so fucking cracked, sarcasm, we still happen to get turn 1. We'll use that, boost up Arunka, and then because we do that, we can just one-tap the Savior Adin. Now, because we did that, then that pretty much leaves Oxlots free to go into from, like, all these other oh-so-wonderful fun units. However, Rule of Light hasn't gone yet. So then, we use the S2, cleanse that. Hey, looky there, Oxlots is awake again. Now, we can go into the Arunka, give ourselves attack buff, go into the Unbound Knight Arowell, and say, bye, bitch! Because it should absolutely kill it, because we're utilizing Little Queen's Huge Crown. Pretty much the literal only reason why you're even on Little Queen's Huge Crown at this point. It does sometimes make me question on if I should put on, like, an attack boot to go with this set, but whatever. So right here, we happen to get lucky, and we actually do get the attack and the follow-up attack onto the Spirit Eye Celine. And, like, right there, I could have gone for the S3 just for the sake of non-attacking the Spirit Eye Celine, but there's always a chance that she will beat my Auxiliary Lots in terms of, like, you know, speed and shit like that, and we don't want that to happen. So, right there, we still had our revive. We were able to go in. Hey, we saved our soul burn just for this occasion where we're able to go into the Spirit Eye Celine and say, hey, go fuck yourself. Yeah, it's a draw. I don't want to be here anymore. So, now into the other oh-so-wonderfully fun meta team, which is Ran, Lilias, and Senya. Are you guys as fucking sick of this team as I am? Because quite literally, going into this team, there is one fucking action that can make you lose, and that's RNL proccing twice. It is literally the only fucking thing that can stop you. The only thing that can stop you. The reason why is because, hey, Ran can go in with, like, actual real damage, RNL procs, and then straight up your Elena or your Lone Crescent Bellona is going to be taking 2 hits from a Ran, and Ran is a very unethical unit, probably one of the units that I hate the absolute fucking most in this game. He just does way too much goddamn damage for what he does. But hey, everything works out. We don't really get any RNL procs, and we're able to just go in accordingly. So, we wrap around to our turns. We eventually get to our Lone Crescent Bellona's turn, and we've also used the Elena's invincibility, which is pretty great because we utilize a lot of invincibility here because the Lilias was not on the EE where she, you know, skips turns. So basically, this is a Ran Senya Lilias cleave that is properly speed-tuned because the Senya went first before the Lilias did, so you're expecting to see big fucking damage. However, because we have Elena with us and we happen to get our turn out, we're able to nullify a metric shitload of damage, and then we're able to go honky-dory in. Now, basically, really, at this point, you're just playing ping pong, seeing who can take the hits for it. If you have invincibility on Elena, go into Senya, get the counterattacks, get hits going into you. This gives you free meter. Your lone Crescent Bellona just does extra damage the more meter that she gets, because then she activates her counterattack, which goes into the entire team. Shit like that. And basically, you just keep going until you eventually win, because, quite frankly, they ain't going to be killing me anytime soon, because they didn't get those oh-so-wonderfully lucky RNL Ran procs. Fucking stupid-ass character. So, either way, now let's go ahead and go into here, where we're going to try out a new build on Little Queen Charlotte, while also utilizing Molly, because Molly is broken as fuck. So, the big reason why this ends up working is because we didn't push back the Ilynav. The Ilynav goes and then pushes my Little Queen Charlotte up, so now we're able to go into the Abyssal Yufine without defense buff. Hey! And just so happens that fucking Abyssal Yufine also had Proof of Valor. Something I was 110 fucking % not expecting. But straight up, if Little Queen Charlotte was not able to kill because the Ocean Breeze Luluca was able to get her turn off and give defense buff to the units, then I would have just straight up killed the Abyssal Yufine with Jenua. And really, it's just a matter of time until you eventually go into your Ilynav, and then you kill the Ilynav, and, well, boys, that's all she wrote. There's the new Little Queen Charlotte. I can't wait to use her in more stuff, because she do fucking damage now. And speaking of using Molly, because Molly is broken as all ungodly fuck, let's go into the third big tower on the team, which is utilizing a defense that I don't even fucking remotely understand why it's here. So I then took this chance of well, what if the team is fast? We can try, testing out, AOL, because AOL, Jenua, and, Molly together on a defense is something that we very well may be seeing sometime in the near future. And, of course, we happen to outspeed the entire team, which means that this team is just straight up not there when it comes to stats. It just straight up isn't there. So we fucking just murder the Ambitious Tywin. Ambitious Tywin straight up had no opportunity to even do anything because all of our stuff went first. And now we just have to deal with pretty much one turn each of these units while they utilize their invincibility and things of that nature until we're able to go off. So you pretty much see how this is going. Go into the Charlotte right here. Oh no, did so little damage. And then Bite kicks in and, oh lol, this is a fucking legit and balanced character. So then all you have left is Elena. And then you're just well, I mean, now you're just kind of showing off at this point. But it's hey, you still have to hit Elena with your Jenuas. Because, that's the only thing bad about the unit. Is just oh, hey, cool, he doesn't have any, ignore element disadvantage horse shit that's on him. Which, thank fucking Christ for that. But it still makes him really, really annoying to deal with on defense. So, what I wanted to go for here, just to kind of prove my point, how fucking broken Molly is. You know what this S3 does when you burn it? Oh, that's ignore effect resist. So now it's just oh, cool. So that's just guaranteed pushback and speed down. And just, giving everybody enrage. And because, Jenua practically gives himself attack buff forever as long as you use the S1, I can just kind of do whatever the fuck I want. Wow, good game. So, going into the last team here, another team that I quite frankly do not understand why it's here is a Shadow Knight Pyllis, a Conqueror Lilias, and then also a Navy Captain Landy. So, you can go into this with, Dark Corvus, and Dark Corvus works really, really well into it. But I was just you know what? I don't really feel like using Dark Corvus right now. Let's use Moon Bunny Dominiel. We'll have Moon Bunny here just in case we can, the Conqueror Lilias was fast, which, guess fucking what? We were faster than everything on that team, which is really bad, because our top speeds are in the 220s. But either way, hey, still works out in our favor because we're able to get off our, oh so wonderful anti-Conqueror Lilias tech. We have skill nulls now, we have immunity now, and then the Shadow Knight Pyllis is just going to go into our Moon Bunny, do next to no fucking damage. We've already reset the Laia here, so now Laia can just straight up go into Navy Captain Landy and just fucking kill it. Because this is a fair and balanced unit. So now she's dead. Literally, they only have support units on their team now. And quite frankly, I'm going to get my turns to go into them extremely fast. The reason as to why is because when Laia kills on her S3, she gets an extra turn. Because of that extra turn, she just gets lots and lots of turn decreases on her S2. Did you happen to see that? I have literally one more turn left, and then I can use S3 yet again. And straight up, I also have Iseria on my team, so if I wanted to, I could just reduce the cooldown all the way to 0, even if I wanted to. And then also, Laia has a skill cooldown related skill that's on her S2, which then can also affect your Iseria. It's kind of like, you know, a perpetual motion machine, and then you just kind of do a lot of dumb shit. Because, you know, fair and balanced. So we'll just go into the Shadow Knight Pyllis, because it's quite literally the only unit that has a lot of HP that we can just, you know, Death Pierce, because lol fair. And now we just go into the Conqueror Lilias, and she's dead. Hey guys, we're fucking good at the game! Woo! So, it's the day after. You guys know what that means. It's fucking Thursday. It is, April 18th, which means that the Overlord units have come out. And boy fucking howdy do they look fucking mid. I really have no other way to really express like how I feel about the Overlord collab other than just saying, look, yo, these units look fucking trash. Like, let's talk about Ainz real quick. Yeah, pretty much what we all called and what we all expected is exactly how he is. He is a unit that has way too many risks worth using. He's like extra weak to light, takes extra bonus damage from it, and his fucking S3 can straight up fucking 15%. That's not okay, especially whenever a fucking a limited unit named Lethe can do literally the same shit with Omen, and Omen cannot be resisted. And it can even go on units who have things like immunity on them. It's just a state. It's not a fucking debuff. So because of that, Ainz is just shit. Ainz is going to be shit forever unless they actually make a change to him. And it's like, I feel bad for people who like Ainz at this point. And then there's also fucking, like, Albedo. Albedo is literally just an anti-cleave unit. Like, that's all she is. She reduces crit damage, like, on the entire team, attacks with Let's Go Bicorn, and the only thing that really makes her legitimate is her artifact. Because it's basically Rocket Punch with no limitations on it, so you can use it into, like, say, AoE attacks. So, like, the real winner isn't even Albedo, it's her fucking artifact. Because you could put that shit on things like fucking Last Strider Crow and do, like, you know, even more fucking damage on opening horse turns if your Last Strider Crow is either fast or you can guarantee the turn. Stuff like that. And then, like, at least Albedo does have, like, a full-on strip into Unbuffable, into Death Break on her S3. So, like, that's something, but the damage just straight up ain't there. You have to have her artifact. It's just how it has to be. But either way, if you guys liked this content, go on ahead and leave a like. It makes me feel good about myself for a change. And if you want to see more of my stuff, hit subscribe or something. I don't know.